The tale is an old one worth listening to. A story so far-fetched, it hardly seems true. It was early in March when plans were laid, when the joining together could not be delayed. So this must be their teacher right here, but we brought in Pastor Colin to do the wedding, because that's what we do at church. Pastors do this wedding, not teachers. All right. There will be a wedding, the wise teacher stated. The students were shocked, but patiently waited. For the rest of the story, she continued to tell. When a boy at the front table didn't feel very well. A wedding, he interrupted, with a bride and a groom? A wedding, he questioned, scanning the room. The teacher just nodded in a curious way and proceeded to lay out the plans for the day. It will be the most romance this classroom has had. The children were baffled. They thought she'd gone mad. A wedding? The children all started to fuss. She smiled and assured them, but it won't be us. It will join two letters that you ought to know. She could feel their curiosity starting to grow. There is just one letter that cannot make a sound, unless there is always a helper around. She explained rather quickly, the letter is Q, and to make any words, Q always needs U. See, Q is so quiet, she continued to tell. We need to use U whenever we spell. The children were bubbling excitement galore when Principal Quinton stood right by the door. He usually looks kind of serious and sinister, but was thrilled when they asked him if he could be the minister. He wasn't so sure how he'd just gotten wriggled, but he trusted the teacher, and he silently giggled. He said, I'll be ready, and you should be too. The class all got busy. There was so much to do. Like choosing the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, the rings, the ushers, the shushers, and all the wedding things. They helped to choose music and set up the gym. Oh, they even tied milk quarts to the back of the limo. They talked about costumes. The girls would be queens. The boys would be quarterbacks, and they'd look really mean. Girls practiced their waves, and they folded invitations and programs for days. They polished some quarters so they would all shine. They practiced their parts only one line. Why the quarters, you might wonder, for hours and hours? The flower girl dropped them instead of the flowers. They invited the parents to view the event. They invited the first grade. More invites were sent. They invited secretaries in 8th grade and 6th grade too. The preschool was coming, and even 5th grade too. The whole school was waiting to come to the play. How convenient it happened on Valentine's Day. Is it Valentine's Day in here? No. That's not the way our curriculum works. The weather was lovely. The mood was quite cheery. It could have been snowing or raining or dreary. The anticipation was beginning to build. The audience was there. The chairs were filled. The music began, but the crowd was still waiting for you's family. This book knows you usually. The vowels were late. They were taking their time. They were goofing around and making other words rhyme. The selection was changed. It was Bach. When it strolled, the vowels began to join the alphabet. The wedding proceeded with the quarter girl and queens. The uniformed quarterbacks really did look mean. The shushers held up their signs to be quiet, and Principal Quinton was causing a riot. The audience was enjoying his jokes. They were witty, but the big smiles were for Q. She was really quite pretty. Minister Quinton turned to ask Q and then you if they would like to take each other, and they shouted, "We do!" Through richer for poorer, he continued the telling. You must be a good team through reading and spelling. You will always be together, except now. Don't despair. When you is needed in another word, like underwear. The wedding had ended, the reception begun. The group learned the Q-U sound through lots of giggles and fun. Now, that is the truth. It was told to me of how the Q and the U sound, qua, came to be. Now remember how the story started. Because Q and U, Q by itself does not say qua. It needs the letter U. So Pastor Colin's going to help, and we're going to do something. But when you're at a wedding, you have to be very still and show Q and U, or the bride and groom. No, not just Sawyer, sorry. Go right here. Now listen carefully and see if ours is a little bit different.
All right. Welcome, queens, quarterbacks, friends, and family. We gather today to join two very special letters. Although all letters are important, these two seem quite unique. Today we will join them together for a fun and silly treat. Q and U, do you take each other to be letter partners?
We do.
Good job. Letter Q, repeat after me. I, the letter Q,
I, the letter Q,
take you, the letter U,
take you, the letter U,
to be my letter partner,
to be my letter partner,
to stand beside me in every word,
to stand beside me in every word,
in cursive or in print,
in cursive or in print,
one syllable or five.
one syllable or five.
I will never let another stand between us.
I will never let another stand between us.
I promise to lead you in each word,
I promise to lead you in each word,
so that all letters will be spelled correctly,
so that all letters will be spelled correctly,
for as long as the English language shall exist.
as long as the English language shall exist.
Good job. Letter U, repeat after me. I, the letter U,
I, the letter U,
take you, the letter Q,
take you, the letter Q,
to be my letter partner,
to be my letter partner,
to stand beside me in every word,
to stand beside me in every word,
in cursive or in print,
in cursive or in print,
one syllable or five,
one syllable or five,
to never let another letter stand between us.
to never let another letter stand between us.
I promise to follow you in every word,
I promise you to follow you in every word,
so that all our words will be spelled correctly,
so that all our words will be spelled correctly,
for as long as the English language exists.
for as long as the English language exists.
All right, good job. I want to take this special opportunity to thank all the letter families for joining us in this special day. The one thing I want you all to always remember, whenever you are reading or writing with the letter Q, you should always see the letter U. The sound they make is qua. You see, now we will all live very happily. Good job.
Very
All right.
Very good. Now here's what we're going to do. I want to do a class picture with Q and U. So here's what, this afternoon we have a special treat. Usually when you go to a wedding,